Hi, Ozark Electric. It's time for my monthly General Manager's video, and I've got a few things to share with you. First, I want to talk about the weather. Here closing out May and into June, you've all experienced the spring storms, the weather, the rain. So that has slowed down some of our construction efforts as far as building power lines, conversions, tie lines, just work in general. If we can't set up on a good road and keep our trucks from getting stuck, we're trying to do some other things to take care of the health of the system. So even when the weather is inclement, we're doing other things, but it kind of has to focus on being, done from the road, which you understand. There are those instances where, because of an outage and the situation to restore your power, we have to get off the road. We create ruts sometimes and a mess or whatever. We try to do what we can to dress those things up after the fact. We appreciate your patience and understanding with how that has to happen. Obviously, that goes into our right-of-way department as well. When it's just really inclement, they have to kind of focus on jobs that they can do from a position of not being stuck all the time. And so we continue to deal with that as we do every year, every season that comes. So it doesn't choke things down, but it does slow things down. So if maybe you're a new member with us and you're building a home and we've designed a power line to come to you and you're waiting in the queue to get that construction performed, we're trying to do the best that we can to keep all those things done in a timely fashion, to work in coordination with you and your builder and the other contractors you may be utilizing to get those things done. And so we're keeping up with that the best that we can. We're also with our renovation at headquarters. That is, kind of spotty right now. I know that it's an inconvenience for those of you that frequent the Mount Vernon office to experience our lobby and our drive-through being closed. But man, we just, in the interest of your safety, we just need to close that because of the terrain. We've ripped up concrete, pavement, asphalt, and so it's not good to walk across. And so we've got moving parts a lot of the times where there's big equipment and things moving around the building that we can't have you walking up to the drop box necessarily. Getting a remote drop box comes with a lot of logistics in how do you protect it, and how do you ensure that if you drop something in there, it's going to be safe and secure. And so we do have the other offices at Nixa and in Cape Fear. We have the online features that you can utilize. And so if you haven't done some of that and you use our Mount Vernon office, I really encourage you to maybe get on the phone and talk with our folks, our billing service representatives, on how to set some of that stuff up to help transition you into being able to utilize those things. We also have kiosks throughout our service territory where you can go and make those payments as well. Communicate with our folks there at Mount Vernon, and we're going to try and figure out how to continue to provide service for you the best that we can. One of the other things that's going on, I feel like I tell you all the time, but it is something that's on our minds is, the costs of material. The supply chain issues haven't been solved yet for us in the energy sector anyway. You may be experiencing different things, but, our lead times to get materials that we need is way out there, weeks and weeks. The costs continue to climb, and we're keeping pace with those things, but we do keep an eye on them. So we're not out of the woods yet concerning that stuff, but we've managed to get through it so far, and we will endeavor to persevere. Okay, we've just this Monday, or well, not this Monday, but this last month, we just had our lineman interns start with us, and we love doing that and supporting local linemen and your students that go to lineman school, go through the process of interviewing with us. And then we come and we do 3 interns for half the summer, and then a second set of 3 in the second half of the summer to try and help them with the qualifications that they need to fulfill for their trade school in order to graduate. And so it's always nice to welcome those guys in and have our guys teach them for the summer, how Ozark Electric linemen operate safely and productively. Also with that, schools have wrapped up for the most part. We've celebrated a lot of graduations. You have done that for your families and your friends. I'm proud to say that Ozark Electric is very active in the scholarship process and rewarding folks and students that are graduating and going on to other life endeavors, where they go straight into the workforce, or they're going to go to a trade school, or they're going to go to a university or college. They go through the process of filling out those applications. We have a panel that screens those and selects folks throughout our entire system to benefit from those scholarships. And so we love doing that. We love supporting the youth that are coming out, or that are going to be contributors to our society right here among us. We send them off to do what they're doing. We hope that they come back home because they're quality people. So that's really exciting. We love wrapping up the school year that way. And then lastly, I wanted to mention to you, and I'm going to try to be doing a better job of reminding you that our business model with the cooperative is different. We try to refrain from using the word customer, and we really try to use the term member, because you are a member. You pay your membership to be part of the Ozark Electric system. You have an opportunity to vote for a director out of your district to represent you. So pay attention to that. And then you also, with your loyalty and longevity and your patronage on our system, you are also part of our ownership, right? And so we have patronage capital that you accrue through your usage over the years. And as we get to those retirement years, we send you back a credit for your percentage of what those are when your year rolls up to being recognized. And so that's uniquely different, and especially in these times when there's strictly an exchange of goods between companies and folks that are consuming what they put out as a product. You pay for it, you get it. And the co-op is different in that regard. Yes, we're selling you a product, but as you use that product, you're setting aside future capital credit retirements that you will have paid back to you in the form of a credit in the years that the board designates coming forward. We're less than 20 years out. We continue to try and bring that closer and closer to real time. And so the reward for being on our system is that we're going to have you be part of the financial makeup of what we do. And so membership is important. It does come with its privileges of the capital credits being retired. And so we're going to touch on that periodically going forward so that we can continue to educate and also inform you of what that means. And so we're going to elaborate that on the months to come. I want to thank you for selecting to live in our region, selecting to live on property or have a home that has a meter that's connected to Ozark Electric. We value you, and we're so happy that you select, because you could live anywhere. You could move, you could go where you want to go, and you select to be in our service territory. And so we're gonna make every effort to make sure that that is a good decision that's been made on your part, and we're gonna try to keep the lights on 24/7, 365. Okay, and so that kind of wraps up what I've got for you this month. I'll see you next month.